So I try my best to try to cover as much ground as possible because, truth be told, this is not my cup of tea. But I try to do the best that I can at everything that I do. Usually, I found out if a person tries to do the best that they can do in every situation, then eventually that situation will pan out for them. Whether it finally ends or they progress or whatever it may be. All right. So, couple things real quick. Like people always like to uh, judge people on different levels. All right. They like to uh, dibble dabble in people's lives. They like to wonder why people do certain things and you know so forth. Uh, a lot of people are you're formed in life by your experiences, your background, your parents, etc., etc., etc. And on down the line. Uh, so say people don't like to date certain people. All right, maybe that person experienced things with a certain type of people. And when I mean certain type of people, I mean actions. Uh, there's a lot of people who wonder about why people choose certain people. You know, people choose people because that's what they choose, or that's what they were meant to be with. You know, uh, what you are attracted to is what you're attracted to. People put too much value on uh, what a person looks like. That would be pigment, facial features, body type, etc., etc. There's a lot of people who wouldn't date a quote unquote heavy set person. Which you know people don't harp on that as much as they harp on people dating somebody that has a different pigment than them or comes from a different background as them. I don't get that. I don't get why all those things wouldn't be on the same level. Like, people are different. You know what I'm saying? There's many differences in people other than pigment. Some people have there's people are all people have everybody has I would say cancers, but you know everybody has their things that they don't like or they're not into, or things that push them in certain directions because of life experiences and whatnot. And I've already been like real personal on online, more personal than what I've ever wanted to be, in order to help people break free from the chains of their life. You know, things that I was okay with, meaning I was past them. I have to regurgitate them, dig them up out of not closets or in chests, because I know what I've experienced in life and what I've been through. But I put all that information online on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna waste my time talking about these things. But I'm gonna say a few things on the matter, all right, real quick, because for some odd reason people need to hear this again. All right, no matter what you've been through in life, you don't have to stop there. You don't have to let it stop you from obtaining. Don't use it as a crutch or a brick wall that stops you from attaining whatever you want, or saying that the reason why you're not progressing, or the reason why you're drugging or boozing or whatever it may be. Don't use it as a crutch, because at any given time you can climb up out of the hole that you're in. All right. So I've been molested. All right. I've had sexual intercourse and relations with cousins of mine. as a child. Okay. Uh, I've been beaten. I would consider it to be a beating. And by the terms of nowadays, people would consider it to be a beating as well. If anything, what I'm saying, it would be more intensified today. But I've been to prison, all right, from mistakes that I've made. I fathered 3 children by 3 different ladies. All right. Now I tried everything that I could to be around, but sometimes life will force you to be where you don't want to be. If you want to be with your children, what I'm saying, life will push you into different areas of life until it's time. But some people say life is short. I say life is long. And at any given time, just because you didn't spend the first 20 years of your life around some people, don't mean you're not going to spend the middle 20, the last 20, or the in between, or the 75% 20 years of your life around those people. So, never look like, too much time is lost to where you can't gain it back. No matter what you've been through in life, a lot of things, especially when you're a child, it's not your fault. So you have to learn how to let it go. Some people still to this day, they will blame their parents for things that they're doing today. And it's 50 and 60 years later. And it's like, dude, get over that. Some people still today they would have dealt with racism, them being racially profiled or racially hated, and they'll still be holding on to these scars today. It doesn't make any sense. Today is a totally different day. You have to learn how to let go of your scars from the past. Yes, they're scars, so they're not going away. But you have to learn how to let go of those things that happened to you in the past, because the past you can never change. The past is the past. It will always be the same. Today is today, and the future remains.